explaining about Hibernate, where we use Hibernate in projects. Presently, Hibernate is very demanded in software industry. Now, where we use Hibernate, why Hibernate into development? For the design of the new business requirement or legacy data and legacy application code, we use this one. And next one is some projects like Java source for an existing database schema. Java source for the database, and next for the database schema you can generate Java code, and we use Hibernate mapping for this Java and interconnecting database. For this interconnection we use database, Hibernate language, metadata, all these things. Now first we select the development process and then set up the project infrastructure and write the application code and mapping and configure the and go and start the Hibernate and run the application. Here there are so many levels in the Hibernate is there. First we can see some overview. Here in the figure, first we will discuss first UML model. Okay. Hibernate meta model is there. Here some there are top-down approach, bottom-up approach, middle level. So many approaches are there. In this one we can use first data source, Java data source, and then database schemas will be used. In the first level we can use persistence class, Java source, and mapping metadata annotations, and data access object, Java source, and documentation HTML. These four are linked to the Hibernate meta model. And next level the database schema will be linked, and then mapping metadata HTML will be linked, and configuration of HTML will be there, and then free market template will be developed. For this one Java source we can use HTML2 Java file, and then we develop HTML2 DDL we can develop for the database schema, and then JDBC configuration will be send database schema to Hibernate meta model, and then mapping metadata will be send the annotation configuration. Metadata will send the annotation configuration, and then HTML2 HTML the XML file will be we can write in the metadata XML, and then this metadata XML will be configuration file sent to the Hibernate metadata model, and then Java metadata model send the Java file to metadata animation. And next configuration is HTML2 TA file database object will be linked to the Java source. Database object linked to Java source. Here HTML database configuration XML will be again linked to configuration XML. At last HTML2 document, HTTP document, database document will be developed by HTML. Here template developed by Duma template. So many approaches are there here, like top-down approach, bottom-up, middle out, and meet in the middle. In the top-down approach you can previously see HTML2 DDL. Bottom-up you can see HTML2 Java, all these things. Next first we set up the project. This one. For this one we can download the Hibernate SQL database from the hibernate SQL database.archive. We extract the package. For this one we use DBMS, database management system. The DBMS Oracle software already installed in our system. Also JDBC driver also required for this one. For this one we can first create the work directory. Creating the work directory. How we create work directory? For this one we can create first two subdirectories, library lib and source src. Two subdirectories we create first and copy all the required libraries. For web directory, first the location is work directory capital letters and then plus library file lb, and then the required libraries are ent and lr dot jar and then asm dot jar and asm colon att rs dot jar files and c3p0 dot jar file and cglib library dot jar file and commons collection dot jar file, common logging dot jar file, tom4j dot jar file, hibernate 3 jar file, and then hsql db dot jar file. This one is main, and jta dot jar file. Next source file plus src. Here the hsql db dot jar file known as a hsql db distribution is from Hibernate SQL database distribution. Now create the domain model. This one. Here we use persistent classes. Persistent nothing but data lives long. First the hello world example is there. This one, for this one it consists of a class content, it has mapping is there. Here for the application we can use one persistent class and then message which represents the printable messages. The message class is like this. One Java class will be used for the message.java. An application we have to develop. Here for the application will be like this. First we create the package hello, and then create the class message, public class message, and then create the variables private long id and private string text. id is identifier attribute, string text is message text, and then private message, next message, this is known as a reference to another message. Next message constructor, this constructor I have to declare, and then open braces, close braces, and then public message is method. This one we have to use string test, and then this pointer we can use this dot text equal to text. Text will be assigned to this pointer text. Next public long get id method is there. We can get the identifier in this method. This one we have to return the id. Return id is there. Next one another method set id, get set method. These two are used as a cookies. We can use get set methods. This dot id equal to id, this one, and next one is get text method. Public string get text. Here we return the text string text, return text, and then set text. public void set text string text. Here this dot text equal to text. Here these two cookies are used for the id, returning id and then returning text. This is message file is there. Public message get next message, return next message. For the next message, this method, and then public void set next message next message. This next message equal to next message. This is for the next message get set methods. This way message class will be developed. Message.java. This message class has three attributes like identifier, text, and next message. Refers to another message object. This identity has a primary key value. Here in message we can create the message object. New message equal to new message, can display hello world. Here we print the message system.out message.getText. This is the last one. Next we can map the class to database schema. How we map this one? For this one, simple HTML Hibernate XML mapping we can use. This one. This is XML file now. Here the XML file, the quotation is first XML declaration and then the hash document type, Hibernate mapping public, and then HTTP Hibernate source fork.net Hibernate mapping .dtt file is we can declare DTT file, and then Hibernate mapping colon, and then class we can declare class name equal to hello.message, table equal to message, and identifier we can declare the identifier HTML document, name equal to id, column equal to message id, generator class equal to increment, close the id. In the id column we can declare the identifier name, and column we can declare the column message id. Okay, next property statement. In this one we can declare the text to name and then message text to column, and the next one is many to one. Here we declare the next message to name, all to cascade, next message id to column, and next message to foreign key. Here we close the class, close the Hibernate mapping. In this way we can map XML mapping is there. This previous class file identifiers are mapped to the XML. Here we can use id, text, and all these things. And next one is storing and loading the objects. How we load the objects and stored this one. It is the main application code, hello world code. In this one, package hello. First we declare the hello package, and then Java file is there, import java.util.star, and then import organization.hibernate.star. Here we import the Hibernate organization, and then import the persistence class persistence package, and then this hello world class will be declared here, public class hello world, and then main method public static void main string arguments, and then first unit of work is there, session. First we create the session object, session equal to Hibernate util dot get session factory constructor dot open session. We can create the session here, open session constructor. Here we can create the transaction object, transaction tx equal to session dot begin transaction. Here we create the session and then begin the transaction. Next we create the message equal to new message hello world, and then we create the identifier. You can declare the identifier long identifier, mag id long mag id equal to long cast the identifier long session dot save message to cast to the long variable, and we previously declare the transaction is there, no transaction object. We can commit this transaction by tx.commit, and then we can close the session by session object session.close. Here the session started, and then transaction started, transaction closed, and session closed. The message transaction, like create the message, and the next session is start the new session new session here, and again same hibernate util dot get session factory constructor dot open session. This is the declaration. Open session declaration is there. Hibernate util dot get session factory dot open session. It's the open session declaration, and then transaction declaration. Transaction new transaction equal to new session dot begin transaction declaration, and then create the message. List message equal to new session dot create query is the message declaration. From message m order by m dot text ascending order dot list. Here we create the query from the database. New session dot create query. Here star message select message m from message m order by. Here we use order by class. Group by having is there. Like order by m dot text is ascending order dot list. Create query is there here. Next print the size. SOP system dot out println message dot size constructor plus message s found. Here is the second session, this one. And next one, for you can use iterator here. For loop for iterator file equal to message dot iterator constructor, and then iterator dot has next. For loop we can declare the message iterator constructor and then next method. Next what iterator next message. Here we load the message. You can create the message object. Message load message equal to message iteration dot next. Next message will be linked to the load message object assigned to, and then print the message system dot out dot println loaded message dot get message get text. Here we declare the previous message to next message to this load message object, and then we print the message to message with the get text method. Load message dot get text. Here new transaction will be committed, and then session will be closed. This second one will be for the next messages, printing the next messages. First one will be printing for the hello world. Next session will be printing for the next messages. With this way the class is over, hello world application. The next class you can discuss about the session transaction query, and the next example, next third unit of work, and Hibernate configuration and startup, and building the session factory, all these things. Okay, subscribe to my channel.